JT Coin Rings. Today I am making a coin ring out of this beautiful 0.999 fine silver round. This is celebrating the 248th year anniversary of the United States Army on June 14th. They were founded, and I thought it would be fitting the day before to make this coin ring. Um, so watch the process, and this coin ring will be available to anyone to purchase for that special loved one who served in the armed forces. Happy birthday, United States Army. Okay, so let's start. First thing I do is I want to punch a hole in this round. Let's take it from here. Okay, so I have my punch here. Place it there. Okay, I want to make sure I have some deburring. This right here is to go ahead and lube that cut edge. Place that like that. Let's come over to the 6-ton press. Just like so. I want to crank it until the hole is punched. And there we go. All right. Release that tension. All right. So what you have now is a perfectly centered punch right there. Okay. Now you want to release that. Okay. There we go. Now, we do have a center portion. All right, but this is how it will look. So what you will see on this coin ring will be United States Army. Okay. You'll see the wings and also the cluster of stars above. Okay. Now, the person will also receive the center punch. So let's remove that. The center punch will also come with this ring. All right, and on the center punch, you will get the eagle and the chest plate. All right, this is still 0.999 fine silver. Okay, first thing you want to do is start to deburr the inside. Make it nice and smooth, okay? Let's go to that step. I have here some silver. And what you want to do is take your deburring tool. Yes, this is a plumbing tool, I know, but it's also used in coin ring making, right? And what you want to do is smooth out this area there. This fine silver will go straight into a container that I keep all the silver in from all the shavings, all the punches, okay? There we go. Once you smooth that area out, you want to take some sandpaper and further smooth it. This is called the cut edge. Take some sandpaper, place your finger there, and just go around just like so, okay? Smoothing this area out, getting ready to go to the next phase, which is folding the coin. Let's place this coin here for 1 second because I found some interesting information about the United States Army that I wanted to share, okay? Which I think is very important. Let it be June 14th in 1775. 247 years ago. Tomorrow will be 248 years the United States was founded. So let's go about some history. This is straight from Wikipedia, okay? The United States Army is the land service branch of the United States Armed Forces. It's one of the 8 U.S. uniformed services and is designated as the Army of the United States in the U.S. Constitution. the oldest and most senior branch of the U.S. military in order of precedence. The modern U.S. Army has its roots in the Continental Army, which was formed on the 14th of June in 1775 to fight the American Revolutionary War of 1775 to 1783, before the United States was established as a country. After the Revolutionary War, the Congress of the Confederation created the United States Army on the 3rd of June in 1784 to replace the disbanded Continental Army. The United States Army considers itself to be a continuation of the Continental Army and thus considers its institutional inception to be the origin of that armed force in 1775. I just wanted to share that information about the United States Army before I go on, okay? Let you know that the celebration, the anniversary of June 14, 1775, 248 years in existence, okay? So let's go on and continue making this coin ring. What I want to do next is anneal the coin, okay? Now, because this is 0.99 fine silver, I don't have to do too much annealing because the silver is pretty soft, but I do want to initially do a light anneal when I fold the coin. I quench it in water to bring the temperature down, but the next phase I want to do is to anneal. It's important to soften up your metal before you start to move it, okay? Now, I want to show this portion of the coin ring because this is what I want it to show. The United States, the Army, and the wings, along with the talons being held with the wheat and also the arrows. So I want that to show. So I place that down. Okay, you want to place that down. Make sure that it's even and make sure it's stable before you start. Very important because you don't want your first initial fold to be wobbly. So what I do is press on both sides to make sure that it's even. Place it inside my holder. This was created by Skip King from King Coin Rings. Beautiful stabilizer that goes perfect with this 1-ton press. I place in my initial fold, my starter cone is what they call it. Place that there, nice in the center. Okay, and then I want to do my initial fold. Okay, make sure it's even. And press. Okay, that initial fold is what is used to start to bend the coin or round for it, almost like a saucer there, right? See? So the next step, I want to take this fold a little deeper, okay? You want to take this fold a little deeper. So what do you use? Another tool. This tool is called a universal fold, and this will fold it much deeper. But before I do that, I always want to anneal. I like working with soft metals. That ensures that it doesn't tear, rip, and it folds perfectly. I light anneal. Just like so. Make sure that you warm the coin all around, that the heat goes through it completely. Okay? Once you do that, you want to quench it in some water. Okay? And then you want to go ahead and continue the process. Take a little shop towel here to clean it up. Now I want to go back to folding my coin. I place it in the stabilizer die, just like so. Once again, you want to make sure that's even. You don't want this ring to wind up being wonky, because then you have to work it out. This is pretty easy coin ring to make, but it still takes, time to make sure that you do everything with a certain care. All right, I place it in there nice and slow. All right, let's fold this coin completely. There we go, nice and slow. All right, let's try it out. Make sure that it's still got some more to go, but I want to make sure. Okay, as you see, it's folding a little bit more. Starting to look like a flying saucer. No UFOs, yeah? They say no UFOs. Well, we have one right in our hand, okay? It's starting to form a little bit more. What I like to do is take it a little deeper before I take it to the ring stretcher. So what I'm going to do here is anneal it slightly so it can have a little less give. Because every time you move any metals, it starts to work harden, okay? So you want to make sure your metals move freely, especially when you're doing coin rings. Today I'm making a United States Army coin ring out of a .999 fine silver round. This is to celebrate the 248 years of the United States Army. And for those who have served, thank you so much for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. If you have a loved one who has served, this would be a perfect ring for them. A one-of-a-kind ring. I can even engrave their name in the inside. But unfortunately, I only have one of these rounds today. So if you would like the round, please leave it in the comments or email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. And I will personalize the size for you. Okay? All right, done with that commercial break. Let's go to the step. You want to make sure that you fold it completely. There we go. So once I place it in there, make sure it's even, and then continue to press. There we go. Now this is a complete fold. All right, as you see here, this is completely, the lips are touching around you call this the universal folding die. Okay, as you see, the ring is starting to form. Now this is going to be a chunky ring. I did a ring like this with the United States Marine round maybe 2 years ago. Beautiful ring. It was a chunky ring. The lady wanted to remember her father who served as the United States Marine, but she wanted that ring as a thumb ring. Nice chunky ring, beautiful ring. So this ring can be worn by men or women depending on the ring size, okay? So now that we have it folded, we want to stretch it out with the ring stretcher, okay? So let's come over to the ring stretcher. A slight turn here. Brown Sugar, how you doing? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Today we're making a United States Army coin ring to celebrate the 248 years. It was founded on June 14th. Okay, I heated it up there. Want to make sure that heat evenly on this coin and make sure that it's easily folded and no rips, no tears. Okay, right now we're going straight to the, there we go, the ring stretcher right over there. All right, I want to put some shop towel in between the stretcher and the ring to keep it from scratching the inside up. So this is how I do that. Just go ahead and turn it around like that. And all I want to do now is stretch it. And then you want to turn, stretch, turn it counterclockwise, and stretch. Now remember, every time you stretch your metal, it work hardens. One good thing about fine silver, it's so soft. There you go. Keep on turning it, and that makes sure that the spindles stretch it evenly. Okay. And then you want to turn it as you push it down. As you push it down, it stretches, it gets bigger. There we go. Stretch it. Okay. Now, to be safe, even though it's silver, fine silver, I still anneal because I don't like it being too rough. I want it to be nice and smooth as I stretch. Now, because I don't want to change the surface of this silver, I kind of take the flame away a little bit. Okay, not too much on it so it won't be so harsh. Okay. But I still want to make sure that it's evenly, distributed around the coin. All right, back to the ring stretcher. And it should be easier to stretch. There you go, turn it. There you go. Okay, now you can stretch it all the way down, but what I'm going to do, as you see, it can fit my thumb. It's about a size 15, right? It's a pretty big ring. I can start to use the Swedish wrap method, which will bring the size down, because I'm not going to make this for a person who got a size 15 ring, okay? I'm going to make this for a person size 11, 10 and a half, something like so. So what I can do is use this Swedish wrap. Once again, it's named after the country that it was created, guy from Sweden, and thus we call it the Swedish wrap. And what this does is decrease the size of the coin ring. Okay, it decreases the size of the coin ring. to a comfortable size, and I'm gonna show you how that's done. Okay, as you see, you have to find the right size hole. Okay, and this one is a big chunky ring, size 15. Got to be able to fit it inside, right? Okay. So what I want to do, I can stretch it out a little bit more. I was worried about it not fitting. Not fitting, but it's fitting. And you want the lips of the coin to touch the mandrel. And then what I do is I do a slight flip around. Okay. Let me see. All right. It still fits in there comfortably. But once I put this tape around it, it's going to be a different story, guys. So what you want to do, I found my Swedish wrap. I want to anneal the coin once again. So let's go here. All right. All right. She says she's still looking for a JT toe ring. Yep, it's coming. There we go. Yeah, we anneal that coin once again before we do the next step, because you have to now force this ring down this tight wall here. Okay? So in order to do that without killing the detail, I'm gonna have to wrap it. I'm gonna have to wrap it with this stuff we call monster tape. Okay? Monster tape. This is plumbing tape. Now, you may say, JT, you're using a lot of plumbing things, tools for making rings. Well, let me tell you something. The plumbers had the right thing coming. They made a deburring tool, which is perfect for coin rings. And they have this plumbing tape, which protects the detail of the ring. I mean, what can I say? Plumbers, United States plumbers around the world, they knew what they were doing. Their tools also help us at coin ring creators. Monster tape is some of my favorite tape because it's inexpensive and it helps protect this detail. I wrap it around 25 times or so, and that keeps the detail intact. And look at it, that's all I'm doing. Just around my finger, nice and tight, and it's going to protect that detail so you'll be able to see everything clearly. Now, the problem is sometimes it's so tight and so much tape, it can't fit inside the hole. So what do? You apply some coconut oil, which I have with me. And what you want to do is evenly put it inside the tube. You want to take some excess off with the shop towel, and you want to make sure that it's even. I also put it around the coin to make sure that it goes down smooth as well. And you want to place it in like so, okay? Making sure that it's even. Even when I make the JT coin rings, toe rings, I'll do the same process. Maybe out of some dimes or some nickels. Okay, so once you place that there, okay, voila. Now it's nice, snug, and flush, okay? You want to replace your stabilizer die right there. And then you want to use these things called nylon plungers. Place that just like so. I'm turn it around this way because it's wider that way. And what you want to do is start to push this coin ring down the Swedish wrap. Doing so, it's going to start to straighten and reduce the walls. Once you get to the point of stopping, you're going to stop. All right, check your coin ring. Make sure it's moving down evenly. Then you want to turn it around to push it down further. Make sure it's even. You don't want a wonky ring. And then what you want to do is to press it down further. Okay? Same thing. All right, as you see, this thing went further down the Swedish wrap. Let's check it out. I'm going to pull it out. And as you see, the pressure that's around the tape wasn't this color previously. What that does is protect the detail. And then this also rips off. You throw that away. And you see how the shape has changed, right? So what I like to do right now, it is a ring. I want to change the shape a little bit. I want to bring this edge down a little bit more. I want to reduce it. So what I do is now place that upside down in my Swedish wrap. Make sure it's even. Okay, you want to make sure that it's flush. Okay, make sure it's flush. And you want to reduce that size slightly. I'm going to keep it this size. This ring can be anywhere from a size 9 to a size 16. Okay? Someone with smaller fingers or big fingers, it doesn't even matter. It will be a beautiful ring. So let me make sure it's flush. Okay. Make sure that it's in there steady. Okay. And let's start pushing. Go. Turn it around. And what that does is make the reeded edge so tight it got stuck. So what I want to do is take plastic, something plastic. I don't want to damage the ring. Something plastic to get it out. Let me see. Just so it won't damage it. Because sometimes it gets so tight in there from all that pressure, that 1 ton pressure, which it did. Okay, let me find the device I could have to try to bring it out. There we go. You want to make sure I don't like to damage the silver. So what you do there is reduce that size around here. And let's take that off to see what we got. It's a pretty nice ring. It's kind of chunky for a big finger. But as you see here, it starts to form. Okay? This is the United States Army silver ring placed here. And that's how it will look, nice and chunky. Now, we're not finished because we got to clean it up, got to shine it up, right? You know, but this is a nice ring for those who serve. And remember, Father's Day is coming up. Don't forget the fathers, especially if they served, okay? So what you want to do now, you want to take your drill. You want to create a nice little shine to your ring. This is how I do it. I place it on the mandrel. I take some steel wool, right? And all I do is do so. Okay, that takes off all the fire scale, all the gook. I still have to shine it with some flits. I also have to do the shine of the reeded edge and the cut edge. And let me show you what that is. This would be the cut edge, okay? I will smooth that area out with some grits of sandpaper from anywhere from 320 grit to 3000 grit. Then I would take the same sandpaper and shine this area up too. But as you see, the ring is nice and chunky. It fits beautifully. This right here is a nice commemorative coin ring for the 248 years of the United States Army. Make sure that you congratulate and honor any person who served in the armed forces. But definitely say happy birthday, June 14th, to the United States Army. For 248 years, it was founded on June 14th, 1775. All right, guys, this right here is the coin ring. Thanks for watching it. I'll have pictures in my community tab of the finished product. And if you like this ring or any ring like it, please hit me up at jtcoinrings.com or my email at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching this live stream. And for those who watched it live, I love you. And for those who watch it later, I love you too. Remember, coin rings, hold it, own it. As we say in the stacking community, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Keep on stacking, guys. Take care.